Hi! Welcome to Jonah Chill channel! Today I'm gonna show you how I make my oatmeal chocolate chunk cookies. Now just to tell you, I don't bake often because baking takes a lot of time and we're busy moms, right? Then the food that you prepared for hours is gone in just a snap. And you end up with a lot more stuff to wash. Can you relate, loves? But there are days when I'm feeling it and I just want to bake. There's something about baking your own cookies or pasta or cake. When you hear that sound and take out your food from the oven, the sweet smell just fills up the whole house. You also get to enjoy how you want your food, if you want it less sweet or less salty. And you can put in your favorite ingredients. Yes, I use chunks of chocolates in these cookies. Let's start creating. Okay, so I'm not a pro chef or a baker, but I've learned from watching and practicing. As Tessa of Handle the Heat says, baking is science, and it's important that you get the right measurements, especially for the flour. The best tool to use is a weighing scale, but if you don't have one like me, the next best way is to fluff the flour, spoon it to your cup, and level it with the back of a spoon or a knife. Next, we add the cinnamon, baking soda, and salt. And we mix it, just until it's well combined. Usually, a block of butter comes in around 225 to 227 grams. This recipe calls for half cup or 115 grams. So we'll just get a little over half of this butter. One important thing about butter when making cookies is to make sure you're using one that is softened in room temperature. Or if you melted it in a pot, make sure that it's already in room temperature and not warm or hot before using it. This will make your cookies thick, chewy, and not flat. For this recipe, we use white and brown sugar. It's best to use brown sugar to make your cookies moist, and the darker the sugar, the better for texture and flavor. Make it into a creamy texture. You know when you're done when you see that the color have become lighter. Now we add in 1 large egg that is also in room temperature. Mix it well with the cream. You can do this by hand, but using an electric mixer just makes the task faster. Then add 1 teaspoon of vanilla and mix it until well combined. Now we add in the dry ingredients in 3 parts. I'm using a spatula to avoid overmixing the dough. Overmixing the dough will make the cookies cakey, and we don't want that for our cookies. I saw this dark chocolate in the grocery. It's called withour, and found out from Google that it's the oldest and best chocolate in Poland. Nice! It has 64% cacao solids, so I think it's good enough. Pwede bang kumagat ng isa? Oops! Sarap! Back to work. Let's cut this dark, yummy chocolate bar into small chunks. In goes the chocolate chunks. I'm also using milk chocolate for a combination of bittersweet and milky chocolate in every cookie bite. To give you a hint, my sons are beside me, eyeing and waiting if they could have some of these chocolates. In goes the milk chocolate chunks. I just forgot to show you, but before adding the chocolates, I already mixed the oats in the dough. Now we cover the dough and chill it in the ref for about 30 minutes or longer. You could also bake this right away, but it's best to chill the dough so the flavors mix in all together. Cookie dough balls may also be frozen for up to 3 months. Preheat the oven for 10 minutes in 180 degrees Celsius. Line your cookie sheet with baking paper. Take the chilled dough and use a tablespoon or an ice cream scoop to make dough balls. Lay them on the cookie sheet, leaving little room for each one. Sometimes the scooped dough come out in an odd shape, so just go ahead and reshape them so they turn out nice and round when you bake them. Next, we need to flatten these cookie balls just a little. And then what I like to do is I add a little more chocolate bits on top. Then we bake this for 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius in 10 to 12 minutes. Now it's done baking. They looked so good. I was so excited to try them out. You know, at that time, the whole house was smelling so delicious. We need to cool them off on a wire rack. This is how I love my cookies, crisp on the outside and gooey on the inside. It suddenly rained. It was a perfect time to have some warm cookies. I was so happy with how my cookies turned out. They are thick, chewy, soft on the inside and crunchy outside. My boys really love them. It's time to see for yourself. Watch out because I have more cookie recipes to try out in the future. I want to thank all my subscribers for all the support. Thank you so much. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe now. Click the bell button to be updated of my new videos. Like, share, and comment. Stay positive, not in the virus, but in life. Pray always because God loves you. Bye for now.